Hey guys, it's Skittal here, and today we are playing one of my favorite video games of all time, Realm of the Mad God. It is one of my favorite video games of all time for three reasons. One, it's free to play. Two, it works for Mac, and three, it doesn't require much skill. And you are joining me in-game as I am trading with some, Luca Man. I don't know if that's how you say his name. Trading's a big part of this game, if you've never heard of it before. It's basically, it's sort of like it's an MMO. Not really an RPG, and it's basically like one of those old games. If one of those old RPG games where everything's pixelated and the weapons go like pew pew pew. It's like that if it was an MMO, and it promotes like teamwork and stuff. Like me and Luca Man are working together, and the whole point of this game is to get to level 20 without dying. Because if you die, you lose everything, and you gain fame after you reach level 20. You gain fame, and you can spend that to like create a guild or something. And yeah, Luca Man just went to go do something. I don't know, so I'm just gonna run around and what they call the Nexus, which is the main place where you spawn. It's not one of the realms. Sorry if some of the videos cut off, and I apologize for the circle around the mouse. I can't afford a good screen capping software, so this is one they use for like corporate demonstrations. So that's why the mouse is highlighted. And if I didn't crop it, it would also say Screen Caporama, or wait, what's it called? Screencast-O-Matic across the bottom. And that was really pissing me off, so I got rid of it. Oh, that guy's a douche. I just tried to give him some good armor and some good robes, and he denied it. He denied it. Anyway, I think this is my first. Yes, this is my first video for the Biscuit Squad. Although I've known the guys who do Biscuit Squad forever. I don't know if the Biscuit Leader or Gino or Ninja Gnome or whatever you call him is talking about Semtex Barbie dolls. That's a band he's in. I'm in that band. I'm going to put the SoundCloud link in the description because, this is just an excuse for me to shamelessly plug things. And see, this game, basically, you just like turn on auto shoot and you just run around. And it's a whole bunch of fun. And like as you level up, obviously the enemies get harder. Like you can fight gods and stuff. I think I encounter some gods in this. Yeah, which I promptly run away from because I don't want to die. See, like I'm just trading to save inventory space. Like my vault, which is where I put all the expensive, not expensive. I don't spend any money on this game. All my valuable items in. That's full, and yeah, so I got to keep my not so valuable items in my inventory, and if I die, I lose them, which is annoying, but it also makes this game like a whole lot of fun. And those things we're killing, those are undead hobbit something or another. I don't know. Undead hobbit somethings. And see, I'm playing as a priest, which is the healer class. I have long range. I have a very good weapon in this game. It's tier 10, and it's like the highest. Like I think that it's like tier 0 to tier, I don't know, but tier 10 is very, very good. Oh, Luca Man's going to eat. The adventure with Luca Man has ended. That's my pet koala, too. He heals my magic points. And fighting some trolls and night elves. And sometimes this game will just like go ham on you and spawn massive amounts of enemies. All those little red dots are just massive amounts of enemies. And I don't normally play as like a healer class in any video game, but this time I was really happy I was playing as a healer class because they were just like shooting me full of little magic doodads. Little magic doodads, what am I saying? Little attack spears of greenness. I have no idea what those are called. But I think it's orcs and now it's orcs, trolls, and night elves. And yeah, you gotta watch your health in this game. Like that is so important. But it's free to play, and you can get it on Steam, or you can play it in a browser. It's Mac friendly. I'm not sure if it's Linux friendly. That doesn't really affect me, but it's a really fun game, and I suggest that you all go try it. And sorry if the audio quality of this recording isn't super great. I'm using my brother's gaming headset to record this because I don't have a good microphone. Yeah, and here I am in the Nexus healing after that encounter with the goblins and the trolls and the night elves, oh my. And the big part of this game too is like in TF2 they trade hats. Here we trade all the items. So oftentimes I run around in the Nexus just looking for stuff people drop or things I can trade, especially if it's good. Because sometimes people drop weapons they spend money on in microtransactions. I hate microtransactions. I think they're the devil. But I get to reap the rewards of them even though I do not participate. See, See, this guy won't accept my trade. Sometimes people just, like, I don't know if they're trolling or if they're AFK, but they just, like, stand there and they act like they want to trade and they don't. And see, here's all the stuff that you make the microtransactions for. Like, those are ninja stars and helmets and seals, and we'll get into that later. This is only the first episode of Skittal Plays Realm of the Mad God. There will definitely be more Skittal Plays Realm of the Mad God. There's going to be Skittal Plays other stuff too, like Dungeons and Dragons Online. And you'll see me play artsy fartsy hipster games and talk over those while I think about life and all its splendor. I have, like, there's a big part of this game too is pets, which I don't spend money on, and that's the one thing I wish I spent money on. Like, that's my pet koala. He heals my MP. I already went over that. I have a pet hamster that, like, electrocutes people. I got a pet dreidel too, and these are all stuff I've just found in the ground. Like, people drop the eggs that you hatch them from. It's kind of like Minecraft, but yeah, I just wussied out of that fight there. It was like a couple iced engines, ice genies, whatever the heck they're called, and I didn't want to die. I have a whole stigma against dying, both in video games and in real life. I kind of like being alive. And I'm doing this video because I don't see a lot of Realm of the Mad God gameplay, and it's a very good game, and I don't think it gets enough exposure. Yeah, so and you spawn on the beach, and the farther you move inland, the harder the monsters get. Right now, I'm just killing some, like, easy level 1 monsters, snakes, scorpions, pirates, cubes, and oh yeah, and then you can also teleport to where the harder monsters are if there's people over there. So here I am killing some not ice elves. What am I saying? What are those called? Night elves. And there's often structures like this, where, like this thing I'm entering, or like ruins, where you can find really valuable things. And sometimes you'll find gods, not necessarily the Mad God, but other gods. And right now, this is some giant god thing. You can't see it on the screen. I'm shooting at it, but I've never been able to defeat it. And I really don't feel like dying, so I'm gonna run away. Again! Ah, Cube God! Yeah, there's a Cube God, and that was, wow, that's a cluster. I have no idea. Oh, okay, well, I accidentally hit that button, but I'm glad I did, because I didn't die. Alright, I think that's the end of this segment of Skittles Plays. See you all next week, hopefully.